it's Casey. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm happy to have you in my home today. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my schedule that I have for my twin boys and myself. I know that when I was pregnant, this is something that I researched a lot because I was really curious of what my life was going to be like with two babies. I wish that I would have started this YouTube journey a little bit sooner, but feel free to ask me any questions and I can tell you what my schedule was like up until now. So from pretty much about 7 months on, this was our schedule. Clark and Crew are identical twin boys that are almost 10 months old, or they will be on the 3rd of April. So it's going by really fast. And honestly, a schedule is super important. It allows us to enjoy them the most possible and not to be stressed or frazzled, and it just really helps things go smooth. So anytime after 7, they usually wake up and we start our race. Our boys are sleep trained using the Sleep Sense program, and I'd be happy to do a video on that if you're interested. Sleep training is something that I strongly believe in. I think getting adequate rest is very important for everyone's health, especially growing babies. So because they were sleep trained, they are totally happy to just play in their room when they wake up. They don't automatically cry or need anything. They do have a queen-sized floor bed that they do both share in their baby-proofed room. So they can get up and they can play with, they have a couple loveys available to them to play with, and some safe things there, blankets and some water and whatever that they have access to. And then during that time, will usually go in and brush my teeth, wash my face, get ready to go in and greet them. My putty is what I call her, is like my great aunt, closest thing to a mom. And she always told me the most important thing is just to greet your babies with a smile. So I just take a few minutes to gather myself, do my skincare, brush my teeth, put on deodorant, just like brushing myself up so I'm not walking in there groggy and grumpy. And I just greet them with a smile. Hi guys, it's good to see you. Hi baby, it's good to see you. Well, come see Mama too? Yeah. And I just talk to them like real humans, and I just ask them how their night was, if they had any dreams, and I just listen to them coo and kind of talk to each other, and I cuddle them for a while. I nurse them for the first time of the day. That usually takes like an hour-ish to do all of that. We take our time and we just spend the morning together. Then we'll usually make our way downstairs around 8:30. And then if I'm lucky, I'll get to make myself a cup of coffee. Today I didn't even get to make one till 1, but that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. I could get up earlier and have time for myself, but I choose to sleep in bed because my bed's amazing. They're playing while I usually make myself a cup of coffee. From 8:30 to 9 is usually when I have breakfast on the table for them, and so they're playing while I make their breakfast. Things that they eat for breakfast are things like avocado toast or peanut butter toast they like. They love eggs, they love omelets, they love any breakfast meats. Then I usually get them cleaned up, change their diaper, dressed for the day, whatever we're doing. If I'm gonna go to one of my girlfriend's house, I will usually just get them dressed and we'll leave right then, and then they have their morning nap at my friend's house. But if we're staying home and they're dressed and everything for the day, just before 10 we go upstairs, we read a book, we brush their teeth, and I nurse them, and they're down for their morning nap. Sometimes they go to sleep right away at 10. I think if they really do wake up around 7, they will go to bed right at 10. Sometimes they play for a while in there, you can hear them talking or whatever, but they don't scream and cry. They just entertain themselves and they hang out with each other, and then they pass out on their bed. And usually that that takes place from 10 to 12-ish. During that time, I do all of my mom things. I'll put my makeup on, I will vacuum the floor, do the dishes, whatever I need to do for the day, edit a video, all the things. I will try to do as much chores as I can during that time while they're asleep, because I really like to have my energy and attention focused on them. I think the babies understand a lot more than we give them credit for, and they definitely know when you're not being present. So like if I am there but I'm constantly doing the dishes or cleaning or wiping the baseboards or whatever, and I'm not available to them emotionally, they recognize that. And so I try to do the things that I need to accomplish while they're asleep, and then I also try to take those moments for myself while they're asleep too, like checking my phone, replying to messages, checking emails, making phone calls to doctor's offices or insurance, things like that I try to do while they're asleep. So I'm trying to be a really intentional parent. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I don't do this every single moment of the day, but I try to do my best. After they're up at noon, we do the same thing. Eat, change, play. I will usually, if I have put like a fresh outfit on them, we'll usually strip them down to their diaper to eat, then I'll change their diaper and redress them after they're wiped down. So I'll eat pretty much anything you put in front of them right now. I know that eventually that'll change. I am starting to notice like different preferences towards different foods, but they're so far still eating really well, whatever I provide them. So then what usually happens is we'll play for a while, whatever toys I rotate to them. I have kind of a basket system downstairs where everything is divided into like blocks and toys that stack, and then I have a basket full of balls, a basket full of books, and then I have a big basket full of like a little toy Xbox controller. Those are in there. They have their sensory bottles, toy trucks. Those are all in one big bin. And so I'll rotate through the toys. We'll usually play together for at least some of the time. I do leave them to play on their own. So we learned to make these sensory bottles from Auntie Lexi. She's one of my very good friends, and she also does YouTube, super crafty. If you want to learn how to make these, go check out her channel. I'll put in a link. It's Lexi Elm. She's great. If you love my channel, you'll love hers. While they're playing on their own, I will, do some things that I need to do. Whatever chores that need to be done. And then around 3 p.m. we do it again. We take them upstairs. I take them upstairs and nurse them, usually read a book, and lay them down for a nap. This nap is super variable. It just really depends on how hard they played, how tired they are, what's going on with their teething situation, how long they'll sleep. So sometimes it'll be clear till like 5. Sometimes they'll fight sleep till 4-ish and they'll sleep till 6. Whatever their bodies need or whatever their attitudes are allowing them to do. Sometimes they'll literally play in their room like the whole time and they don't hardly sleep but 20 minutes, I feel like. And it is what it is. So that's super variable for us. I feel like we are approaching the time in their childhood where they're probably going to drop a nap. And they're probably just going to have one long nap per day. I don't know when that happens. I haven't looked into it. When you use the Sleep Sense program, you have your same login credentials and you can go back and you can ask all the questions and do all the research. Then after that nap, anywhere from 4 to 6, basically they're awake. Them and we have dinner usually all together. They eat what we eat. If they are gonna have a bath, I'll usually do it right about now, and I usually bathe them about every third day. It's very dry here in Casper, Wyoming, so I try not to bathe them every single day. I'm sure you guys have noticed they have really impressive hair, so they don't use like baby shampoo or anything on their hair. They use actual professional grade products, just because I have used several different baby shampoos and I don't love the way that they make their hair feel. I usually put an Amika hair mask on their hair, and then I use like a Mitchel lavender mint shampoo on their hair. So that's what they use for hair products, and then they have an It's a 10 leave-in conditioner. At 7 p.m. is bedtime every night, and we do our bedtime routine, which is lotion, jammies, book, nursing, bed. Pretty much in that order. And then for our sound machine, we use the Alexa. They have a little dot in their room, and we just tell her to play rain sounds, and that's what they go to sleep to. So it has kind of become their schedule to wake up around 10 o'clock, and they will nurse one more time. I really don't mind this. This is not in accordance to the Sleep Sense program. They say that your child should sleep from 7 to 7, but I really don't mind nursing them at 10, just because they were born at 35 weeks, are a little bit small, not a lot, not enough to be worried about it, but I just don't mind giving them that extra snack. Plus, I am exclusively breastfeeding twins still at 10 months, and so I think it just really helps my milk to nurse them that one extra time in the day. And then after they eat at 10, they usually sleep clear till 7, and that gives, Wyatt and I some alone time from 7 to 10. Then we let them sleep, and we start it all over again the next day. So I just wanted to kind of fill you in on the 7 to 10 month schedule for our life, and if you have any questions, or if I can answer anything for you, or if you'd like me to expand on anything else, I would be so happy to do that. If you are a fellow twin mom or expecting twins, I would love to connect with you. You'll find that one of the most special things about being a twin mom is that we all just really care for each other, and it's kind of this unique club that you just get to be a part of, and we're all so kind and encouraging to each other, and we really have each other's back. So, and I would really appreciate you liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. It really means so much to me, and I am so happy to have you guys watching. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.